Okay, consistent, predictable process to get rid of the poor prospects. Soon, quickly. And I feel like I have a moral obligation. If somebody comes in the door and they're an ideal prospect, I feel like I have a moral obligation to do everything in my power. If they don't engage me, whose fault is that? Do you believe that? Do you believe that it's your responsibility? If you're a heart surgeon and somebody came into your office and 2 weeks later they passed away and you could have saved them, how would you feel? Feel like, what do I need? What did I need to say to that person to get them to act? See how communication is absolutely critical? If people don't know how to think about this area, they're overwhelmed in this area. It's my job to move them ahead, right? If I look at them and say they're the right person, I have an obligation. Okay, so here's my framework. Very first thing is credibility in advance. Credibility in advance. Why is that important? What's that? Sets the stage. Ahead of time. How many read Robert Cialdini's Influence? Okay, don't look around. Raise your hand, look around. Great opportunity. 6 key pieces to influence. And he said in the old days, they used to send a letter of introduction, where you introduced yourself before you met somebody. If I don't do that, and I get together, it sounds at best that I'm self-absorbed, and at worst, that I'm braggadocious, right? It's really hard to sit there and talk about all of your accomplishments. However, that's in the mind of folks, right? So you can't ignore that, so nobody knows how to do it, so you kind of stumble over it, they're awkward, you're awkward, and that's where you begin. Isn't that true? You can't do it. You've got to send it in advance. Credibility in a box. What if I had a credibility in a box package? I wonder if it was slam dunk. In other words, it was just, case closed. Before they showed up in the office, they went, oh man, these people know what they're doing. Wouldn't that be good? And the box did the work, you didn't. So, Barry, does that work?
Big time.
Okay, get a microphone over here. So if you wanted to get, if you were in the interview process and you wanted to get an interview with a billionaire who didn't know you, you think that'd be hard? So Barry gets an introduction, but it's the guy still, forget it. So what did you say then?
The introduction came, the individual asked for my resume before he'd meet with me.
Have you heard that before? Send me your bio.
Send me your resume. So I said to the gentleman, I said, okay, we'll send the resume. I'll send you my resume to your office and you can send it on to him. So the gentleman who I knew got my resume. And he goes, holy crap, what is this? I said, that's my resume. Send it on to the individual. He goes, okay.
It's a box.
It's
a credibility
thing. And it has a ton of stuff in it. So I then called the individual. This was on Monday. And said, hey, this is Barry Spencer. I'm calling at such and such's suggestion to call you. And anyway, and he said, now who are you again? And I spelled my name for him. B-A-R-R-Y. Oh, okay, what's your last name? So he spelled it all out. So I told him what I was calling for, and then he said, now tell me what exactly you do? I said, well, you may have received something via our friend that my book should be there and so forth. What? Oh, hey, here's your book right here. Hey, Good looking picture. And I'll see you next week. All right, thanks. See you then. Bye-bye.
Does it work? So it can be a box, an actual box. It can be a gold foil envelope like over there. So if you see that table, those are things that go into my credibility box, my slam dunk credibility in a box. It really comes from the strategy in war, which is called shock and awe. Right? Everybody goes, oh, surrender. It's the whole idea, right? It's over with because I get it. So what do you put in there? Anything and everything. What do you put in there? Anything and everything. So advisors will say, well, they won't read everything. It's not supposed to read it all. They didn't read Barry's book and watch the video and listen to the audio tape, whatever you have. Every reprint of every article, any potential credibility piece. So all they should do, it should be the volume of stuff. Everybody see that? They go, oh, okay.